I see this place is jumping as usual. Blackbeard hasn't talked to anyone lately. He's been stewing up in his office ever since we heard about justice. The storm will break before long.
My God!
I don't like the sound of him today.
Right now.
Do you think you can mix him a drink? This is a bit of a test, lad. Don't make the mistake of thinking that Blackbeard's just a loud drunk. Many people have made that mistake. He knows you're here, and he probably even knows why. He astounds me sometimes. You'd better get busy if you want our help.
Expecting to see Blackbeard, are you? Don't hold your breath. I've been waiting for days.
Nick, how have you been? I am ready to make some changes. Bone has spent his last day as my captain, as far as I am concerned. The man has a rotten heart. With Bone as captain, we have been to the depths of depravity. We are hiding from the Royal Navy. Bone tricked us into firing on an English merchant ship. In doing so, we broke our privateer charter, and now we are hunted criminals. They say we will hang in Port Royal before it's all over. Me, they want especially, a witch as well as a pirate. With Bone as our spokesman, I think not. Blackbeard has compromised his security by letting us in here, and I fear that none of us will leave alive. Lyle thinks he will get in his good graces by winning the contest, and maybe he is taking the right approach. You'll have to ask Lyle to explain it himself, if he can still speak English. I will speak with you again later.
Hi, Nick. How's it going? Did you find out anything interesting? Well, so are you, I guess, since you broke out of jail in Port Royal and killed all those soldiers. They've got nothing on you as far as outlaw status goes. Well, you get on with whatever you're doing. I'm going to talk to Lyle.
By God, Nick, it's damn good to see you. I was afraid that you and Anne might have died on that island. Felt like a coward for letting Bone maroon you like that. It was the least I could do. Didn't want to have to tote your dead body around. Them bastards always made me carry the corpse. What you doing here? Oh, yeah? Well, if anybody can help you, it's Blackbeard. Hope he takes a liking to you. No, I've heard him, though. Sounds like a real bastard. He's my hero. Everyone here says he's been in an agitated state for days. About the Brethren thing. Sure hope he knows you aren't the one who killed Justice. Say, them bastards still after you? Mother bugger. They're gonna cut that arm right off ye. That's a mighty pretty tattoo, though. Don't you worry. They'll have to come through me first. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy. We can talk later. By God, my head hurts. What is it, Scrub? I guess, Scrub. Just a little, though. I'm using it.
Let me taste the drink. If you made it incorrectly, Blackbeard will have your head. Yes, that's it. I'll take it up to Blackbeard right away.
Do you really think a drink will get him down here? Well, take a number. I've been waiting 3 whole days and haven't seen him. My business is damned important. Where the hell is he? Of course, maybe he knows what I'm here for, and he's scared. Maybe I'll just go up there and...
Here I am, numbwit, standing on your brains. You made this bloody god-awful drink? Come on, step up, scumbag, and let me see you. Well, this is the worst drink I've had in years. This is the same crap Redjack used to make us drink. His specialty. You'd think he dipped it straight from the latrines. Oh, the memories this brings back. Rum for everyone! We'll drink to Captain Redjack. Here, you made it. You'll have to drink the rest of it. Now we have things to talk about. Rockfish says you have a real brethren tattoo, and he believes that story you tell. I don't know what to believe. Do you know who or what you are? There's only one man with the authority to make you a brethren. Rockfish says that you got that tattoo in a dream. Urzuli predicted your arrival, though not exactly. She said as the time of the reunion approached, we would begin to see signs. She said that someone would arrive, marked so that we would know him. My dreams have also been troubled of late. I dreamed of justice on what must have been the night he died. They say you killed him yourself. Did you see them? Who the hell are these people that they can kill the brethren? I'll make someone pay, but it won't help. They're all dead already except for Rockfish and me. Oh, I failed Redjack and the brethren again. Now don't give me that crap. I'll tell you the whole ugly story. Marquez and I were the last through the tunnels the night of the Cartagena raid. Who was Marquez, you ask? He was Redjack's right-hand man and his closest friend, and the one who could have gotten us away safely. We were running from the Spanish. He let me go first, but on his way through, he slipped and fell in the water. The current was strong, and I couldn't get to him in time. He drowned. I had to go find Redjack and tell him what happened. Redjack lost everything that night. His treasure, his best friend, and his life. I could have prevented all of it by being quicker, by being more level-headed, by saving Marquez. I've made my own kingdom here, and vowed to keep everyone in it safe from betrayal. But that doesn't change the past. When the brethren needed me most, I let them down. And now, I failed again. No, all this time, and no progress on that mystery. But it seems the answer has something to do with you. Now that you're here, we don't have much time to come up with a plan. The most important thing is... important.
car!
How did you get here? By God, you haunt me like a ghost. But I will see you dead, I swear it. Not bloody likely. You're a dead man.
finally got what he deserved. You finally killed that little goat bugger. Now you listen up. Blackbeard says you're going to Cartagena to get your people back.
Skulls and guts, what a mess! There was a lot of blood in that scrawny little guy. Listen, Nick, good job on those Janissaries. They're just mercenary scumbags, but I've got a line on where they came from. I'm going there, and I'm going to beat some information out of somebody. You're gonna have to go to Cartagena. I think besides that girl, you might find some answers there. Take Rockfish with you. He's a friggin' genius. We'll plan to meet at Redjack's Island in 2 weeks.
After many uneventful days on the ocean, the walled city appeared in the distance, sitting like a marker on a grave.
Oh no, you mean I have to get in the water? I hate the water. Nothing good lives in the water. This must be part of the new sewer system. No, this is all new to me.
I can't believe I'm here. We just walked in here like sheep going to be slaughtered. Who's in charge of this mission? It's too late now. We're already locked in here. Well, we can't go back now. Whoever set this trap is somewhere ahead. They obviously want us to find them instead of them coming to us. What do you want us to do, Nick? Okay, here it goes.
Tell me it isn't more water!
What should we do now? Okay, Nick. I'll turn the fill valve. What should we do now?
Okay, we'll get on the raft.
You go over and drain the water to let us down.
By God, this is an evil place. That night, the place was full of smoke. Everybody was yelling. You couldn't tell who was a friend and who was an enemy. I have a bad feeling right now. I just hope all these old tunnels are still passable. Don't you worry, Nick. Ingenuity is my middle name. There's one more thing I'd like to tell you. I want you to know that I think Redjack chose well when he picked you. If something happens to me before we get to Redjack's island, and if you do get that treasure, I would like for you to have my share. It's not that you'll need it. There's more there than anyone could use. But it's the only way I can think of to thank you for trying to help us. Oh, if you get it, you will have earned it. What do you want us to do now? Okay, here it goes.
What now? How are we going to get out of this place? Sounds like a good idea.
What do you want us to do now? Okay, here it goes.
Nick! Rockfish. He's gone. He was such a nice man, and now he's dead. That's the same way that other pirate died, you know? The one in the story Blackbeard told us. We have no choice but to go on. We'll have to try to be satisfied with revenge on whoever is doing this.
Nick, you look so different. You look dangerous. Well, so am I, but not while I'm stuck in this cage. That Viceroy is a rock. I tried every charm I have on him and got no response. Do you think it would be too much trouble for you to let us down?
Who are those people, Nick? You've got to help them, Nick.
Thanks, Nick. I guess you turned out to be good for something after all. Did you find everything you came here for? Or do you need to look around some more? For God's sake, Nick, now you're just looking for unnecessary trouble. But I'll stick with you, no matter what happens.
Nick, I've never been so glad to see anyone in my life. I don't much like being bait for a trap, though. How exactly did you make this Viceroy person so angry? And how did he know that you felt so strongly about me that you would come here? And one more thing. What is that with you? I see. Well, it's nice to meet you, Anne. Now, must we stand here chatting? The Viceroy disappeared into this door behind me. It's his study, I think. I say you find him and teach him what happens to people who kidnap your friends and family. I was about to be tortured, for goodness sake. And not even in a good way. So let's get going.
Welcome, Captain Dove. Good of you to come, brother. I'm glad you found time during your sneaking around to admire my collection. And perhaps you remember my dear friend Rockfish?
Who are you?
Forgive my manners, I must introduce myself. I am Marquez.
But you were...
Redjack's original right-hand man? Yes, my dear, I was. Yes, when I hired them, I was assured that they were the finest killers money could buy. They seem to have failed this one time, though. No matter, though. I'll kill the rest of the brethren myself. Ah, your friend is beginning to rot, I think. He doesn't smell very good. Perhaps we should retire to my study, where the air is better. Now, let's talk, shall we? Merely a bit of subterfuge. Had I stayed, it would have become painfully obvious that I was the one who turned the brethren over to the Spanish. The whirlpool was perfectly safe. For me. The tattoo is the symbol of the Brotherhood. When I have them all before me, then I will know that I have won. I hated Redjack. Indeed, he was in the beginning, when we were equals. Then things began to change. I was the power. Every plan was mine, but he got all the glory. The legend is in his name. No one even knows me. What do you think of your brotherhood now, you bastard? All dead or fleeing in fear for their miserable lives? The worm has turned now, hasn't it? I have everything. And the mighty Redjack has nothing but the dirt in his grave. He is a pile of moldering bones, along with all but one of his precious brethren. Unfortunately, I have to keep you alive. You must take me to the island. There, I will kill Blackbeard and claim my treasure. Will you take me willingly? Or shall I start dismembering your companions? Yes, I know you will. Lock them up. There'll be no clever jailbreaks here. We will leave at dawn.
6 ships set sail for the meeting of the brethren. You and your companion in the belly of one.
By the blood, you're alive! How can that be? I saw you drown! Are you a ghost?
No, Edward, I assure you. I'm quite real.
But how?
It's dangerous to be one of the brethren these days.
I've spent the last 15 years trying to forget watching you die. It's good to see you, after all this time.
When I heard about your planned reunion, I couldn't resist the chance to see my brothers one more time. I wonder where the rest are.
There aren't many of us left, Marquez. I wonder how Redjack will make his appearance.
Surely you don't believe that old ghost story?
He told us he would be back. I don't doubt him.
Be that as it may, I don't believe in ghosts. Now, what about the treasure? Where did the revenge go down?
Well, no harm in telling you that. She sits right over there, taken down by the Kraken. Nick! I thought you'd been murdered by the Viceroy in Cartagena. Well, I'll be interested to hear the tale of how you got here. But first, this is Marquez, the brethren we thought drowned in the tunnels. What are you talking about?
He means, Edward, that he is my prisoner. I should have killed him, but your big mystery is solved now. I am the Viceroy, and I am the traitor. I've come here to kill you.
You son of a bitch! I'll tear out your heart and feed it to the beast in the bay!
I agree that someone must go to feed the beast, but I don't believe that it will be me.
You aren't the only one who brought along some friends!
Kill him!
Go help Blackbeard. Don't worry about me. Just go ahead.
You saved my life again, Nick. Well, surely you don't think I came to this party by myself in a rowboat? The Wolf, the Defiance, and the Neptune are right out there, waiting for my orders. Still, we'll be sore pressed to sink twice our number in Spanish galleons. We used to have some old defenses up on the hill. I wonder if any of them are still operational. We'll send those dogs to the devil by way of a cannonball. Go on, no time to spare.
Old man? I can't believe you don't recognize me, my friend. Perhaps you're all finding this patch on me eye to be confusing.
Yes. Did you think I'd miss my own victory party? Edward, my friend, I am proud to say that I taught the infamous Blackbeard the ways of the sea and turned him into the devil he is today. And I never blamed you for what we thought happened to Marquez. But let none of you speak again the name of the traitor, for he does not deserve to appear in my legend. It's been good to see you again, brother. And my girl, I wish we had more time. Keep these rat bags out of trouble. And as for you, young Nicholas, you have been the hand of my revenge, and to you goes the captain's share of the treasure. I lift my curse and hope my gold brings you good fortune. Beware of the spell that gold casts upon men. Don't let it take you down as it did me. Take care of my Anne. Fair winds, my brothers.
Scrub. But it's Captain Scrub now, ain't it? It's a damn good thing I taught ye how to fight. It was a fine piece of work getting rid of that Marquez. Can't believe it was him that done all the betraying. You're quite a hero. I was quaking in me bare feet when that beastie came up out of the sea. I ain't never seen a thing like that. I tell you me giant squid joke. but I got to get to the keg before them bastards drink it all. But don't ye worry, Scrub. We got years and years together. You'll hear all me funny jokes. Over and over and over again. I'll be seeing ye shortly.
What are your plans now? I'll wager you won't stay settled for long. Once an outlaw, always an outlaw. You and Anne are welcome at my fortress anytime. But you know we hang people we catch pirating in our territory.
Well, Nick, imagine me thinking you'd never amount to anything. You saved all of us. Thank you. So, tell me, are you still in love with Elizabeth? Then you won't mind if I ask her to marry me. Yes. I just have to hope that she feels the same way about me that I do about her. I'm going to go ask her right now. Thanks for everything.
Nick, I wanted to speak to you. I want to thank you for what you did. Perhaps you thought me pushy when I asked you to leave Lizard Point for me. Who could have known all this was going to happen? Who could have thought you would be one of the brethren? Actually, I recognized your potential. Don't thank me. You're an amazing man. Jake and I are going back to Lizard Point. They burned most of it down, so we intend to rebuild it exactly the way we want it. You could come too, if you like. Well, I don't blame you. Your life is completely different and exciting now. But I've had enough excitement to last me a lifetime. You'll come and visit us, won't you? Oh, good. I hope you're not too upset about Jake and me. We're getting married. Thank you. Goodbye, Nick.
Well, Nicholas, you have come a long way from the nervous young man I met in Lizard Point. I advised you to learn to defend yourself, and you did. Even against the devil himself, it seems. I sense a bit of the hand of Urzuli in this. In fact, I think I can hear her laughing somewhere. Where will you go now? With pleasure, Nicholas. Please come tear me away from the sacred pipe when you are ready to sail.
Well, Nick, I found my father and saw him avenged. You got your revenge and your treasure, and the legacy of the greatest pirate who ever lived. It's a happy ending. I hope you'll let me sail with you from now on. I don't want to go back home. What would I do for excitement? So just consider it. And tell me what you think after we get the treasure.
All right, Captain Dove. It's gold we want, and gold we shall have. Overboard with you lazy scoundrels, and bring up our treasure!
The uneasy shade of the Pirate King is gone. He leaves his space in this world for the one whom fate says will be even greater. This pattern of the cards is picked up, shuffled, and ready to be dealt again.